And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Vintage Story. And yeah, we've got all of the bricks that we started the last episode. We have all those fired up. And we've got lots of salt coming in. And I added a bunch more things to grind up. As it finishes, it'll work on some more borax. It'll grind up some of the sylvite. I think, yeah, when ground. You can see when ground, right? That's different from when pulverized. When ground. And then sulfur. And sulfur, when we get it, we can actually start making the poultices, you know, for a little bit of bandages, a little bit of healing up. All right, so I'm thinking this area out here is going to be good for a little bit of steel production. We shouldn't be too close to the bees here. We should be fine. It won't set all that stuff on fire. But anyway, I crafted up some more bricks. Right, and we're gonna want. Let's do build to me. We're gonna want some. We're gonna want some space here. No, not. Oh. I didn't want that. We should have a little bit of construction paste ready to go, so I'll use a little bit of that to get us started. I mean, I could set it to block mode, and then I would just use the regular old blocks. I'd have to craft all the blocks, but that's the other mode that you can set it on. Okay, so we're going to use this space in here. I might want to go one more out. Like that, because I'm going to have a walkway going down. You're going to need access to the area below it. Just so you know, you want access to the area below. Get rid of all the grass. So at least, let's see, we're going to have that spaced a little bit further away from that. That should be fine. And then back one more. Oh, the crawdad down here. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Let's see. Yeah, having that night watcher is like vital. I made that mod for a reason. And if you notice during the last temporal storm, it's not active during a temporal storm. It actually is disabled. So you don't have to worry about cheesing yourself and not having that thing active. So, what does it take to make steel? Well, it takes quite a lot, actually. We're going to grab up some of these. You hold control, by the way, to pick up more at a time. So I'm holding control while I'm picking all these up. I really hope I made enough. Really, really, really hope. I should have. I mean, I really should have. And we're going to need, in addition to the bricks, so 4 stacks of bricks. I hope that's enough. We're going to need a coffin, right? We need one of these. We actually need 2 of these, right? So I'm going to grab some andesite. And we need the hammer and the chisel, which I happen to have. And then 1, 2, 3, give me that. 1, 2, 3, give me that. And then the lid. Oh, uses powdered borax. Well, that might be an issue. We have 1 borax in there. Does that... It turns into 2 powdered borax. I didn't know those needed... I didn't know those needed borax. It's not prepared for that. I don't have my magnet on, right? I do have it on. Let me take that off. So what I want to do is I'm going to take the borax. No. Close. No. Okay, that fell. Let's take it out of my hand. There we go. And we're just gonna swap it. As soon as this one gets done, boink, we're gonna swap it out. Yeah, the kern does not close when you right click on it. The kern and the kern and the barrel don't do that. And I kind of asked the developer, I was like, can this be like re-added? Is this a thing that can be done? So that'll process some borax for me. That should have already spit out a couple. Yes, it did. So I only need 2. This, the thingy, and the hammer. A couple of those. So we got quite a bit. I can grab another stack of salt. Let me go cure up some more red meat. Otherwise, it'll just go to waste. Oh, my goodness. Give me another half a stack of that. Unfortunately, it's not a 1-to-1. So, half a stack at a time. That's a 2-day long thing, so it's going to be a while. Remember, I've got the fast barrels mod too, so normally it's a lot longer than that. Okay, so in order to start this up, I think I'm going to go back even more. It's a pretty hefty amount of space. So we're gonna chop this down like that. And let's get my magnet on now that I'm a ways away from that. So if you want help on this, you can look at a coffin section and see the cementation furnace, right? But unfortunately there's no pictures in here. And it's not 100% obvious as to what it takes. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you what it takes and maybe help you out a little bit and yeah, hopefully teach you something in the way. Again, I don't think I'm back far enough. I'd like having a little walkway right out in front of my door, and this is not a walkway. So we're going to dial that back one more. Dial that. We can put that in there. There we go. So you want a little sort of plus sign-esque style thing here, right? This is the basic shape that you want to start with. Then what you want to do is you want to take a set of refractory bricks and you want to put these on the outside like that. And then wherever your front is, you want to set another 3. So that's the front of the thing. Then what you want to do is you want to take and make 2 crafts of these. That's all you need of these grates. That's all you need of the grates. And the grates go like that, right? Now, you can actually place your coffin on here and here, and I place those the exact backwards. Here, no. There, and there. And you can actually shift right click, and it'll kind of show you the shape, right? It'll show you the shape of what you need. Yeah, 40 blocks are missing or wrong. So it obviously is like, oh, hey, you're missing some stuff and things. You know, you might want to fix that. And so the rest of these can be made into normal blocks. I'm seeing if there's a ghost on that side. And then a donut shape with one out there, one there, right? And then 2 for the chimney. Just like that. Now what we need is an iron door, right? So if we look, it says 2 blocks are missing. These 2 blocks here, this is actually an iron door. You cannot use a normal door. You cannot use a normal door. So only an iron door is allowed. And I have 5 bricks or 5 brick blocks and 4 bricks left. So I actually made enough, which is glorious. So an iron door, you think, oh man, do I have to smelt that? No, iron doors are made with plates. This is why I made so many materials before I started recording again. And there's an iron door. This is a non-flammable door. So, boink, there it is. So what you're missing now, this thing is going to report, hey, this is complete, but this is not 100% complete. I'll warn you right now. This is not 100% complete. I keep meaning to grab some stairs. And we're going to need some charcoal. And this process, by the way, uses a lot of charcoal. A lot. So, you know, be ready for that. I'm going to actually grab another stack. Like so. So down here, again, this is why I have the stairs. Like so. Because you need access down below here. You need to be able to get down here. And you can make this pretty, like if I really want to do it right. I don't have an infinite amount of bricks, but what you want is a block, this space that's underneath. So this is 1 block underneath, right? So this space, 2 under these, exactly under the coffin up there. Right underneath those 2 blocks, you want to set these blocks. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to build a little thingy McDougal down here. Right? And then let's just be able to access all the sides here. And then we're going to chisel this down. Because I don't like these giant blocks sitting here. You right click on a block to enable chiseling on that block, by the way. And then if we go, and I'll probably make these a little bit prettier in between episodes. Trim it down. So left click clears, right? Right click builds. We haven't even scratched the surface of chiseling, by the way. Because you can open this up and actually add materials to it and build out of multiple materials. So it's pretty crazy. So inside here, we want to access the blocks that are in there, right? And I want that block and that block. So I placed those 2 in there just to be able to wrap the outside. So now that the outside is built, I don't need these anymore. I'll leave that one as good. So now we can see inside of here, right? In here, you want to fill up with charcoal. So fill those 2 up. It's a half a stack of charcoal to fill those 2 up. Then we want to come up here, and this is where the steel is made. This is where the magic happens. So 16 iron ingots. So you shift right click with charcoal, then you shift right click with iron. Shift right click with charcoal, iron, charcoal, iron, charcoal, iron, charcoal. Then get your lids, lid, like so, and it's ready. So you can see when it's ready, if you mouse over it, ready to be fired. Ignite a pile of coal below each stone coffin half, which is why you had them build right under there. And keep this door closed. Do not open this door. And then what you do is you come down here and you're like, hey, get rid of this grass. Because again, this is fire. You know, fire is fire in the game. So you light up. You can just light one and it'll light the other, but I light them both so they're, you know, the timers on them are closer together. And if you've done it right, you can see the particle effects there. And if you come up here, you should see particle effects in here. If you see those particle effects, you are good to go. How long does this take, you ask? Well, it takes about a week of game time. It takes several days, and every day, this will burn down pretty much the whole way every day. And you want to keep this thing stoked. So come down maybe before, you know, maybe before you go to bed every day. Come down here and fill these coal piles up. You want to do it before you sleep because it will drain them while you sleep. If they go out, you don't lose progress. So at least there's that. You're not crippled if those things go out. You don't lose any progress, but I think it takes a little longer because it has to heat up. Because it's actually simulating the heat. If we open the door, oh no, it releases heat. So yeah, if you see that, pause it and look at the top center of my screen when I open that. You do not want to open that door. That just releases heat. So what this will do, this will make 16 basically like steel bloom ingots. They're in here somewhere. There's so much steel stuff now. Like a lot of people are adding steel. Blister steel. That's what it's called. So blister steel is what you get out of this. And it's, you know, obviously not exactly steel yet. And just like the vanilla iron situation, you have to heat them up and work them on an anvil in order to get them where you want to be. You know, you have to do that in order to get them ready. So yeah, that is the basic steel process. This will just sit, and you don't really want to go in there. Obviously, that is not a good place to be. It's very, very hot in there, and it looks like the wind is blowing. I can hear the wind. Yeah, the wind is blowing strong. Excellent. Why is this borax not going in there? Oh, good lord. Did I just... Oh, yeah. Get my magnet off. Ah, this is, okay. I know. It pulled halite in. So it's sitting there with a halite. Halite can't go in here yet because this is full of borax. Borax will empty. That halite will grow. And then this borax will get pulled in. So it's very much a first in, first out situation. The chute, because it has its own internal inventory. Oh, and then a wind just died. Lame. Come on. Wind. I hear the wind. Come on. You can see wind speed 31%, 20%. Yeah. We need more wind generators, but I need an enormous crop of flax before I'm able to do that. So yeah, this is you're subjected to the wind. If the wind doesn't blow, your system shuts down. So that is unfortunate. But we got some borax, and we have enough salt for a bunch more Look at that. We're that this one shy of having a whole nother stack. But borax, I would like diluted borax. Yeah, I need to cook up some. I need to process a bunch of my hides. Like, I have so many hides. I had to upgrade that chest. My hide chest. I had to upgrade it. Especially after killing those elephants, because they give you huge hides, which are crazy. These things, yeah, they give you a lot, and they take a lot to process. But I've got so many hides, I don't even know what to do with them. But we have a more salt. I think I can just put this in the chest down here, because these still have a ways to go. Yeah, these are not close to finishing. The other thing I can do is let me get another barrel. Sticks. And I'll show you one of the recipes that I've added. You know, I got various like quality of life, sort of grind free recipes. I need some of that borax. I think I need some of the borax. Let me grab a stack of that. These aren't moving again. So if I turn this off, there's nothing using power. It's still barely moving. So I know the wind isn't blowing. I really need to light it up in here, which is why I'm doing all of this. So this barrel I'm going to use for that press. And one of the recipes I added was the ability to process beeswax, or, you know, honeycomb. And there's, you know, you can add all 8 in there at once, and you get a little less than what I really was hoping for. It's not squeezing. 8 liters. Oh, maybe it's 5. See, it says 10 liters. But when you actually press it, it gives you like less. So I think it might be 5. Well, we're gonna try that. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, 9.89. That's unfortunate. So we're going to try 5 at a time, because I tested this with juice, and the person was correct when it came to the juice. Oh, release screw, grab that, and you can take this and craft it back into beeswax. That was an update that I did. Wait. Why did it only put 4 in there? There we go. Does this work? Yeah. So it takes twice as many, you know, squeezing attempts. You can see we have 9.89 liters. This is unfortunate. So that is exactly 5 liters, which is what we wanted. We want to squish that again. So we should be able to get the 5 back. And you can click and drag over things to try to make that work. So that is exactly 10. And grab that, and do that, and that, and that. So what the recipe is, squish that down. if we take borax, you can see resin is a thing that you can make. 10 liters of honey plus 4 borax. So you're going to want 20 borax to make one batch. So this is an alternate way to get resin. If you have your base in an area that doesn't have a lot of, squish that down. Wait, what? What did I do? I clicked that in there. Pressed wax block. When juiced, release the screw or add or remove fruit. Did I click wrong and it just screwed that up? Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Whew. Otherwise, you have to stand over like a bucket or like another thing and just squeeze the honey one by one by one by one, and it's really annoying. So now I can take this and process. Okay. I was a little worried. Okay, much better. So yeah, unfortunately I'm gonna need to squish like one more of these. It's unfortunate. And the reason you get a different object back is you can see if I hit shift on here, you can see attributes. There are no attributes to that. But if I get the thing out of here and look at it, there's a whole bunch of attributes on it now, right? Because it keeps track when you're squishing this stuff. It has to keep track of, you know, everything. And that for that reason, they don't stack. So in order to make the wax stack again, I needed to add a little feature to that to I needed to basically, you know, create a temporary item that you can then craft back into the wax. But yeah, this is a way to make resin if you're short on it. I'm not short on it, but I wanted to do it anyway to show everybody that it is possible. And it works. And if you do a whole batch first, you get a little less than 10. If you do half a batch twice, you get exactly 10. I don't know why. I don't know why. I would love to know why, but now we have just a tidge under what we want. So I have to do a whole another batch. Oh my God. Boy, you just tap that screw and it resets the whole thing, right? There we go. So I'll have a little of extra honey. And then you can eat the honey, you can use it and create poultices out of it, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna put that in there. Now there's exactly 50 liters of honey, right? Turn into mead after 14 days of sealing. So you can just seal it up and actually create mead with it. Or add some borax, it'll turn into 30 resin. And that is a use for that. And now that we have some wax, I can create candles. And with candles, what we're going to want, let's go over to the bismuth area here. I'm going to grab some of that and some of that. And what we are going to do, this and this. I think this is the recipe. Indeed, that is the recipe. go. I just like the look of the bismuth. Like, it's colorful. It's more colorful than a lot of things. So we're gonna put one of these right in the middle. So this is a craftable chandeliers from my random things mod, and they put out more light than anything else in the game. So you don't need many of them. Let's put one of these like in line with this. Yay, we have light. Look at that. We have light. Glorious. So, what are the other things I'm gonna want? I'm gonna want, let's see, let's go over here, go to minerals. I'm gonna grab some clear quartz. 2 candles. The silver. Bismuth lantern, silver lining. Looks like I had an extra plate. Oh. And this one, maybe I'll put over here for some light. Eventually, I don't have any more candles, but I will do that eventually. So down here, probably add some light. Let's add one here and one back here. These, you know, these don't put out super duper amounts of light, but they produce enough that, you know, this won't be just an absolute nightmare of darkness down here anymore. And we have some light up here now, which is glorious. I've been waiting to do that for so long, you have no idea. So let's put some bricks away as well as the mortar. And honeycomb, I think, was over here somewhere. Yep. The honey in there. And the borax, I can start working on converting a bunch of leather, or making a bunch of leather. And the wind still isn't really blowing. Frustrating. Frustrating when you're powered by the wind and the wind isn't blowing. So it is what it is. You just got to deal with it. And again, you want to check on your furnace here, because you can see they drop. So you just shift right click and boom, you fill those back up. Make sure those are full at all times. And this whole process is going to take a while. You can see this thing is even changing color. It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And that is what's going to be creating your steel. And I need another door for right there. And I think I have one. There it is. I crafted one before. And there. I don't want any creatures getting in there. So yeah, this thing is just producing like crazy. And this is really the main draw of all your charcoal. Like it consumes a lot of charcoal. So just be aware, that is why I have this room down here. If we go down here, this room back in here, this is my charcoal making room. That's what this is for. And it's 6 tall. Because in my mods, it's exactly 3 stacks of firewood. Because a stack is 32. So it's 3 stacks of firewood. So it's, you know, relatively easy. Because I know 1 stack of wood will give me 8 stacks of firewood. And this is 3, so that's 6, that's 9. That's 9, 18, 27... what is that? 36. So that is 36 stacks of firewood, and we get 8. Yeah, we get 8 stacks per stack of logs. So 36 divided by 8. You're looking at what is that? Roughly 5. because 4 would be 32. So it's 4 stacks plus like a half a stack or something like that. It's a lot of wood, but it's worth it. All right. But that process is going to take a while, and we can't really do much until this finishes. Once this finishes, it's go time. We are going to have so much fun with the steel that's going to come out of that. You have no idea. It's going to be glorious. Put that in only horizontal mode. And I'm going to put a mark over the door like that, so snow doesn't appear. Because if this was like really deep snow, I wouldn't actually be able to walk out of the door. So I'll snow like super deep like that. Yeah, I think that's good. So that is going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.